Okay, so I got a new thermometer today. This one, I've had this one for a while now, probably at least 5 years. It's served a good time here. But you can see the problem is it doesn't link up very reliably anymore. And it's happened suddenly, so I have a feeling that maybe something in the house here that I put out, maybe a new telephone or whatever, is creating an interference. Although these are on 433 megahertz, so I find that unlikely. But anyways, this one hasn't been working too well, so I got a new one. Now, interestingly enough, you'll see here this is getting a reading. I replaced the batteries in it yesterday, and it didn't link up when I went to sleep. It still wasn't linked up. So at some point during the night, it must have linked up for a couple of hours, long enough to read, 74 to 70 degrees. So there could have been a few hours of change. But anyways, so that's not working again. So I went out to the store this morning and I got a thermometer, a new thermometer here. This was the cheapest one they had, and I'm just noticing now it doesn't have a humidity on it. I don't really use the humidity, so I don't really care, but what I'm thinking is it does have a clock, which I don't need in here, but I need in the bathroom. So maybe I'll end up using this unit in the bathroom and getting another one for in here that's more fully featured if I can't get that one fixed. I really like that one. The numbers are really big and you can see it, from across the room. I just really like this thermometer. I'm really disappointed that it broke. And I don't think they make this one anymore. So anyways, I have to put that aside for now. I'll open this up. I gotta open it up off camera because it has one of those deplorable packages that everybody can't stand. So I'll open this up and then we'll be back. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. Here's the main box. And back. And you can pause the video and read that information. I'll zoom in a little bit more. Some bits about the frequencies. Oops. It takes a total of 4 batteries. It does recommend using lithium batteries for the outside unit, which is probably a good suggestion. I don't have any, so we're not going to use those. I think we're just going to put alkaline batteries in here. Even though I'm not a big fan of alkaline batteries, for something like this, they'll last a good long time. So I'll use them in this. I'll use them in clocks and remotes. That's about it. Everything else I use NIM or NiCad. And it looks like I didn't realize that was like that, so I have to get... What a hassle. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we got a fairly hefty instruction manual here. I guess I'll open this. Did they tape that shut? Why in the world would you tape paper? Whoever designed this packaging was a ding-dong. Well, okay. I'll deal with that some other time. So, here's the outdoor sensor. Looks like we have the, whatever that thing is for the screw. And this opens up like this with no tools to change the battery. That's certainly more convenient. Is it as watertight? That I don't know. Whoops. I imagine this would be like if you wanted to hang it on a tree branch or something. I'm going to put it back on my table. Now I believe this said somewhere that it had, okay, here we go, 165 feet range, which is probably about where I put this. Of course, it's all line of sight, so it shouldn't be a problem. On my other unit, it always read full signal, so I think it'll be okay. Here's the indoor unit. Looks like we have to put 2 more batteries in here, so I'll do that now. Get the batteries out. Just taken from the old one here for now. Oh, how ironic. Just as I went to take the batteries out, I noticed that it's linked up. Good golly. Well, you know what? Actually, I can't stand when things work intermittently. It drives me crazy. Okay, so put the batteries in. And so we have red light indicating that it's working. Close this up. Doesn't seem like that creates a very tight seal, but anyways, put the batteries in here. And close this up. Well, actually, first we gotta set this. So I'm gonna hit set, and it is. Well, what time is it? It is 4:33. Okay, and we're going to leave it on Fahrenheit, and that's it. So now this should be set. That just blinked, and this refreshed, so that linked up right away, which is good. Now it looks like this shares a little bit more information than the other one did as far as high and low temperatures go. You'll see it's circulating between today, 48 hours, and all time. So that's kind of interesting. Alright, well, let's go take the other part outside, and we'll hang it back up and see how it works. Okay, so this is where the thermometer goes. I hook it on my table here, and the telephone. Take 2. So this is where I hang the thermometer. Just kind of sits under here like this, and I think this gives it a good reading because it's generally hidden from the sun, at least during most of the day, because the sun is there, and it kind of goes like that. So in the morning it kind of gets skewed, but once the leaves come on the trees, generally speaking, this is pretty much in the shade most of the day. And of course, it's generally protected from rain as well. So I just figured it out. I've roughly measured it. It's about 125 feet from here to the house. And that's, of course, flat ground. If it's like on an angle, which it is because the thing's upstairs, it's probably a little bit more. So that, plus we're going through the wall, it's probably right about at the edge of the range. However, I really never had any reliability issues with the other one for the longest time, so I don't know. Let's go back inside, and I will check and see what the pippers are reading on the thing. Up here on my desk, which is where I usually keep it, we seem to be getting a full reading, full signal. So what I'm going to do is take this to the other end of the house. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do it slowly. We'll come into the bathroom here and sit in here for a minute and see what happens. I gotta wait a minute for it to refresh, so I'll pause this. It's still showing full signal, so I'll take it further away, bring it down the hall here, and we'll put it in this room. No, it was still getting full signal. So I'll take it even further, wondering if this signal meter is just kind of a hoax now. It may not actually indicate the strength, it may just be it shows signal or no signal. I don't know. This is as far as I can take it, so let's see what happens here. Well, it's still reading full, so I guess maybe this doesn't really mean much. It may just be signal or no signal, because I would think at this point it's certainly would not be getting full signal, because that's probably about 200 feet, plus 5 or 6 walls. So, alright, well, this is the new thermometer, and we'll see what develops here with the thermometer situation. Well, go figure. I was just about to do the video, and I says, oh, I'll just throw batteries in this one just to watch it, see what happens. What do you know? It starts working. Now, the temperature reading is the same as this one, and I'm wondering if that's just a fluke, or that, well, actually there could be 3 things happening here. It's not inconceivable that this one here is picking up the transmission from that receiver, although the oddity would be that one does not have humidity measurements, so I'm not sure where we'd be getting the humidity measurement from. I know this one is on channel C. I don't know what channel that one's on. I don't know where the switch is. Maybe below the batteries. If they're all working, I'm just going to leave it be. It's piquing my curiosity, but this is one of those things that I don't know enough about that I really want to figure out why it's working or not working. I'm just happy with the fact that it works, and I'm going to move on.